What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Deontay Wilder claims that Tyson Fury is pricing himself out of an undisputed heavyweight clash with Oleksandr Usyk by demanding 500 million pounds to fight the Ukrainian, and insisted he is ready to take his place after returning to the ring against Robert Helenius. Oh, wow. Let me counterpunch. Fair play to Deontay Wilder. Why? Because he's absolutely right. Everybody and anybody and their mom and their aunt and their cousin and their uncle, right? They know that Tyson Fury has went way too amongst his means for a fight. Because it was almost like, okay, well, you wanted to fight Joshua for free. We know that shit ain't happening now, right? And then you were like, hey, I want 500 million to come back to fight Usyk. But then Usyk's a middleweight, a clown, a copycat, a fraud, not even ranked, but you want 500 million. Well, again, Wilder says, hey, I will replace you and I will fight Oleksandr Usyk, which I think that's a great idea. See, I could care less about belts or any of that shit, really. As long as we get to see the fights that we want to see, I don't care, call it an eliminator or whatever, but if Wilder fights Usyk and Wilder's willing to fight Usyk without the politics and leave all the Al Heyman, PBC, Fox, D-Zone bullshit to the side and fight Usyk, that would be a hell of a fight. Would it be the biggest fight? I don't know. Would it be a big fight? Hell to the yes. Right? It would be a great, massive fight. Because it'll be a championship fight. Wilder is a right-hand slugger. Oleksandr Usyk is a southpaw. We will see how they match up. And Usyk already said that he wants to fight Wilder. So I think Usyk has options. He doesn't have to wait around for Tyson Fury. No, he really don't have to. And honestly, the way Tyson Fury operates, he may be kind of unstable anyway. And who's to say that the only person that really wants the WBC really is Joshua. And if he can't make a fight with him, which we just found out, you know what I mean? Because I just dropped that video, unfortunately. Well, that leaves Wilder in a good position because he could ask for a certain amount of money that's reasonable for him and his team to get with Usyk and his team to make a good fight. For a unified fight with, you got a high-ranking WBC eliminator guy, champion, former WBC champion, to take on the current unified champion. So I would say that would work. So if Tyson Fury is not careful, if he sits and takes too much time with Joshua, he may be left fighting a Joe Blow. Maybe Derek Chisora or somebody like that. Right? And he'll go back to doing what he is accustomed to doing, whatever the fuck he really wants to do. Whereas Wilder and Usyk could have a showdown, and that could be a massive fight, and it's a nail-biter because you don't really know at what time Wilder will land that right hand. Because Wilder, again, he's not doing it for points. He's doing it for knockouts or death. To kill you, right? He wants a body in the ring. Who wouldn't want to see a guy that does that type or wants that type of outcome, right? So I did hear maybe a few weeks ago that Tyson Fury was like, you better get in line, you bum. I've already smashed you. Well, don't ask for 500 or half a billy. Come down some, because who's to say that Joshua fight will happen if you're not trying to let off your position, they're not trying to let off their position. Well, we may have another fight, and you may not have another good option. Because again, we're tired of seeing the same old shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Wilder blasting Tyson Fury, accusing Tyson Fury for pricing himself out. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!